Hello everyone, so I'm going to give my top 5 best boats you can get in the game right now. So let's get started. So the first one here is the Shih Tzu Jetmax with the price of $300,000. So this is like a mid-range price when you compare it to other boats that are on sale. This is like a mid-range price and I'd say it's not too bad. 300 grand is definitely not a complete waste of money or anything. This is a great vehicle to have. It's like a balanced boat here really. Anything I'd say it's lacking a little bit, especially for the price, is the top speed. But overall though, it has great reversing, which you've seen at the start, which could be useful now and again in some situations. Some are really slow reversing, but some will do really good. This one's like in the middle, so it's not the worst out there. It'll get the job done. Top speed is okay. Like I said, it's okay. It's not the best, but wish it could be a bit more for that price range, but it's fine. Handling, it's, you know, it's good. You won't be disappointed. You'll definitely turn left and right, no problem. You won't struggle. You know, you have to force it maybe a little bit, like on the stick or whatever, to turn, but it'll turn no problem after that, so that's fine. But as well, it can jump over waves very well. It can do it pretty decent. It doesn't jump really high up or really low. It's like in between. It's actually not too bad. So if you really want to get to A to B decently, especially if there's loads of waves, this is a good boat to look at. It doesn't jump too high and waste time when you're up in the air. Maybe some people like that, but if you're not into that, this would be a great vehicle. It doesn't go too up high, you know, just enough so it can jump over even probably 2 waves maybe, depending how close to they are to each other. But yeah, overall it's a nice balanced vehicle, I'd say. It's a nice balanced one. So this is a good mid-range, I'd say, for this, for the top 5. Next one here is the Shih Tzu Squalo. Is decent price with a $200,000 price tag. It's not too bad. This is still like the mid-range, maybe getting near to the low-end range. It's still, I'd say it's more to the mid-range here for the price. So it's not too bad, but it has really good top speed, at least compared to the last one we did here. Yeah, it's way better. Way better top speed. You probably notice it yourself. Big difference. So this will definitely be a great vehicle if you want to do a little bit of racing or something-ish. This will be a better vehicle, obviously, for top speed and acceleration as well. Acceleration is really good, so it'll get you going to that top speed, no problem. As well, it jumps over waves decently. It goes a little bit extra probably as well. You know, if you want to jump over a couple of waves, this will be a good boat to look at. If you like jumping over waves, you can definitely do like 2 or more easily, I'd say. So this is a good vehicle to look at if you like jumping, looking boats and all that. Yeah, this is a good one. But handling is really good as well. So even if it's up in the air, you can control your boat in the air, really. You can make it turn. If you press like R1 on the controller and make it turn right, it will turn really well, which you might see in the gameplay here. You'll see it. It's just, it does so well. And yeah, overall, I think it's a great vehicle. Like, some reason, you know, 200 grand, it's not too bad when you look at it. You know, I think you get more for the money than the Jetmax, I'd say. But both are really good boats. But definitely, if you like more like freely jumping boats and all that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? This would be a great vehicle to look at. It's got more full of energy inside, you know. Next one up here is the Nagaascii Dinghy with the price of $125,000. So not too bad here. We're getting cheaper here, very cheap. So, you know, not too bad for like 100 grand around that price. So definitely a great vehicle, which you can see is really speedy, great top speed, great acceleration. Probably the biggest thing about this boat is those 2 things, and it does a really good job about it. And as well, it could jump over waves decently well. It should do it no problem. Sometimes it might get that stoppage a little bit where like it'll land and it'll slow down a little bit, but with the great acceleration it should go back up to speed no problem. If it's a wave after another and they're really close to each other, then it's going to slow you down a lot. As long as you like go in between the waves or something, you know, go in between, don't go like jump onto the next one and land and go to the next one. Maybe like go across in between a little bit and then jump to the next one, if that makes sense. It will like speed up again and, you know, you won't lose too much speed. But yeah, overall that's probably the only main problem, is just jumping over the waves. But generally it should jump over one no problem and get you back up to speed. So it's definitely a great vehicle to use for missions, which you can get a lot of you could get a lot of views of this, especially if you need to go on sea. It's a great vehicle to call, I'd say. Definitely good for missions because it's just simple. The seats are there, you know, full seater, probably the max seats you need. You know, you've got plenty of space to look around and shoot if you need to. So it's a great vehicle to use for missions, really, and maybe I guess for fun use now and again as well. Next one up now is the Shih Tzu Suntrap with the price of $25,000. So very cheap. So this is a very budget friendly vehicle, so you can't complain too much here with the price. I'd say the biggest thing for it is out of this vehicle, I'd say the handling's the best thing out of all the things, but the top speed's okay, or good. I should say it's good actually, value for money. It's good. Same acceleration. So, you know, it's got all that stuff. It's a 4-seater and all that. The important things you need. So, but I'd say definitely definitely the best thing for this vehicle is the handling. Handling is a great vehicle to look at on this. But still, this is definitely a great value for money overall. You won't be disappointed. 25 grand, I don't think you'd be going at a loss. You could literally do a mission, earn that money back, no problem anyway. So it'd be a great vehicle if you want to have its collection. It's a great collection to have and get you going. So it'd be a good starter vehicle. There's another vehicle out there like the Tropic. That's a good vehicle out there as well, but this is not in the top 5. But still, that's a good vehicle to look at as well, possibly if you're going really budget friendly ones. But I thought I'd just throw one in anyway for the top 5, just for the people that really are on a low budget for some reason. There's one out there for you. But yeah, either way, that's what I think anyway. Just handling, I think, is the big thing you notice. But either ways, it should handle no problem, I guess, but not like really confidently, but it should just do the basic stuff pretty much. So the last one here is the Lampadati Toro with a price of $1.75 million. So very, very expensive, but this is for the people that are not really on the budget. Of course, this is a vehicle to look at. I say it's definitely a good vehicle overall, especially if you're going to compare it to Longfin. I think the Lampadati is definitely a better vehicle to look at overall, but the only downside compared to Longfin is the top speed and acceleration. But I think, hear me out, this is the reason why I think Lampadati is a better vehicle than Longfin. The reason is because you'll see later on in the video here, basically when it goes close to waves and all that, it doesn't ever slow you down, never. And with the Longfin, it possibly can, not always, but possibly, and it could slow you down quite a bit. But overall, over here, it's just so smooth. It just goes over the waves, no problem. Like, it doesn't even exist almost. Like, yeah, it may jump over one now and again, but generally it'll just smoothly go across them, no problem. And it doesn't even slow it down, like barely. You wouldn't even notice, to be honest. If you at least don't try to notice, you won't know. And it has really good handling as well, way better than the Longfin. It has way better handling. And yeah, top speed is okay, and acceleration, it's not amazing, it's not the best in the world. I think that's what the reason is why it goes smoothly through the waves and all that, I guess. If it had the top speed, maybe it wouldn't go as well. So maybe this top speed especially though is the reason why it's not that crazy fast. I think that's probably why. But generally, I think it's a great vehicle, especially if you like going smoothly through the waves. This is a great vehicle to look at. It just does that, and it feels so nice to drive it. It really does. It's like, you know, something, if the waves coming by, you just know it won't slow you down. You'll just go through it, no problem. It's just smooth. That's literally it. That's how I look at it, and I think it's a great vehicle for the price, I'd say. Especially get it when it's on offer, 100%. Especially if people are not on a budget, of course. But yeah, that's pretty much it, though. So, hope this video helped, though, and that you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give this video a like. If you're new here, maybe subscribe, it's up to you. If not, check out the playlist here. Click on it, scroll through, there might be something there. But if not, thank you for watching this video, everyone.